Check 1, 2. Hey guys. Oh, that's a crummy camera angle, but how's it going? I gotta adjust that a little bit. You seeing more of the laptop than the build, or I gotta move over a little bit. But how we feeling? What are we doing tonight? Give me a thumbs up on the audio. I'm trying something new. I've got my new lav microphone, and I've got the music in the background. It might be a little too high. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But Luke, we're continuing our work on this. I want to get this thing functional. Right now, she's just a beauty queen. I got to get the power supply in it and get her wired up so I can turn it on in the arcade. And yeah. Ryan, thanks for the thumbs up. I think I should have tried the ultra low latency chat tonight. I was going to do that. But as long as the music's not annoying, I'm just going to get started because I want to get this thing working. Let's see here. So the power supply goes in the back. And we still got this a little loosey-goosey. Actually, the whole thing's a little loosey-goosey. Let's tighten that up. Not down with this song either. What you get with DMCA free music, though, right? There we go. Tighten that up a little bit. No, I didn't paint it. I didn't get to anything. What you saw at the end of last stream is where we're picking up. Last night I didn't do much of anything, unfortunately. Oh, that's right. I left this loose so I could size the power supply. I guess that's another thing we'll have to do is we'll have to take the power supply out of the current case. There we go. Okay, so that's loose. Let's get this out of the way and get the power supply out. Actually, while we're here, I kind of want this handle on here now. Oh, you can't hear the music at all? Well, I guess that's no big deal. I can hear the music. That's all that matters. Oh, am I not streaming? No, I'm streaming desktop audio, but pump it up just a little bit. I think unless YouTube's got a new content filter, I don't know about. You should hear it a little bit. But anyway, let's see. What are the screws for this? Oh, probably these. Oh, that's not threading right. All right. I'll read the manual. Q1. Q7. Q4. Boy, what are all these? 11. That looks like a thing. Try these. No? What are these for? You need something long enough to go through this. That's this screw. So just toit. There we go. Oh, weird. Sorry, guys. I think OBS died. Can you guys hear me again? I think I'm back. It says excellent connection. Oh, there it goes. Now I see YouTube moving again. Am I back? We had a Scantron dropout. Where's Scan? Spectrum. Spectrum dropout. Now I feel exactly like Scan. Yeah, I think I had good old-fashioned Spectrum. OBS disconnected, or maybe it was internet because Spotify died as well. So it was some internet freakout. But hey, look, progress was made. We got the handle. That's kind of cool. That's actually really, really convenient. You guys can see that. That's kind of nice. So now I can just rip it up out of the arcade when it's pissing me off. All right. The whole point was so I could do this so we can get the power supply up. Let's see what that's going to take. You guys see this? Yeah. Oh, man. Whoever David's got building these things must have a drill. Or very strong hands. Oh. Might need a better screwdriver. So how's everybody doing tonight? What's new? What's different? What happened yesterday? I completely passed out when I got home from work yesterday, which I got home a little late, but not that late. I was just being an old person and fell asleep early. Go. Oh. Well, that's convenient. I was like, oh, how do we get it out? Well, it just fell out. Okay. Now we need to... might need to get some nibs. Yep, we do. 1 second. I need to get some cutter. Oh, this is kind of nice. I can walk around. Can you guys still hear me? Because I'm wireless now. I'm like over here grabbing tools. And I got the transmitter in my pocket. This is kind of nice. Now I see why real YouTubers do this. All right. That's free. That's free. SATA cables. Boy, am I good at making a mess. All right. Garbage. Motherboard things. Where was this? So he did splice the motherboard. Oh, that's what he did. So David, okay guys, real quick. That's cool. Thanks, Ryan and Luke. So real quick note on David's wiring. He takes the regular power switch motherboard header, so like what comes in the case, and then splices it into his external connection to switch on the transformer. And I accidentally ripped off one of the connectors, so that's why that's there. But then he keeps it intact, running back to the case power switch, which is cool because once you take this out of the arcade machine, you no longer have a power button, and some people might not know to literally cross the wires. So what it does is keeps the power button on the computer case working. Well, that's cool. That's like a little extra step. So if you ever got to take it out and work on it, you can take it out of the arcade and turn it on without having to do some hot wiring. All right, so we're done with this until we need that fan. I still want that fan. Fan looks cool. Put that down there. All right, now we got our power supply. I'm going to knock these screws off the edge here. There we go. Garbage. I've never heard of a arse game. That shouldn't be as funny as it is, but arse game. 500 watt, but I almost replaced this for one of my own units, but it is 80 plus bronze certified, which is decent if you can trust the sticker. And just judging by looking at the components inside, which, you know, the coils look okay, the solder job looks okay. So I think we're going to roll with it. And if you believe this other sticker, it's got a California manufacturer. So, oh, here we go. Combined wattage on the 5 volts is 95 watts, 18 amps. And combined on the 12 volt is 450, 37 amps. Okay. For the system that he's got in there, this is plenty. It's just whether a question or not, is this going to be enough to power all the lights and stuff I've got planned in the future? Probably not. I'll probably end up with another power supply. Yeah, Ryan, it's unfortunate. I have an older 750 watt EVGA G3 that I was thinking about using, but I think we'll stick with this guy for now. And we'll put that guy in the case. And let's fast forward the directions to the power supply situation. Oh, cool. So this little plexi holder thing is literally to hold the power button, which is nice. Cool, because I'm going to have to rewire what David did off of this thing. Anyway, we'll get to that later. It says to install this other plexi thing with the fan holder. Maybe I should listen to it and do that first. Let's see what's next, though. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Oh, it actually has the power supply bracket right there. Graphics card bracket, PSU bracket, fixation. I love the Chinesium. Am I David's top assassin? I don't think so. I don't, not yet. Maybe I'm working my way up. Use Q6 and Q8 onto aluminum profile. Q8 nuts need to insert in the aluminum profile. That sounds right to me. Okay. Oh, that's right. The power supply bracket is actually a nice piece of aluminum. Okay. And let's put these instructions right here. Okay, so this really doesn't matter as long as it hits the power supply to hold it like that. So that about where it is where it needs to be. Much crap. Tip this up. Just tighten this bracket down so we can get the power supply in there. Case will definitely be attached to the bottom of the arcade, Ryan. Because, you know, as you move the thing around, I don't want it to jump around on us. Because, as I'm sure you're aware, that thing can bind up pretty decent when you're even on carpet. Oh, here's a good test. My water softener is about to kick off. I wonder if you guys can hear it. Because I have a noise suppression filter on this lav, and I tested it with like blaring music in the background, and you can't hear a damn thing, which is awesome. Why is this like the wrong... Luke, that's a loaded question. There's probably more mod ideas that I have than I could possibly write down. But, oh, here it is. The lighting part of things is going to be the main focus right off the gate. And there's going to be addressable, controllable lighting all over this thing. And we're starting with the computer because that's where most of it comes from. So behind the window, we'll put on a little light show, and then all around the arcade, the underside, the back of it, I'm considering replacing some of the T-molding for transparent T-molding that you can put LEDs in. Similar to what Steve just did in the group, I'm going to be doing a lot of LED button scripting. And so basically, lighting is going to be first. Oh, that's sweet. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then after that, oh, this is a little kitty wampus here. I might have to move that. I just noticed how crooked this is compared to this one. Let's correct that real quick. After that, we're going to do some control mods. I can't wait to dive into the programmable analog flight stick on there. I want to test that in Star Wars. There we go. That's much better. And see what that gets me. Because I should be able to do, you know, all flight simulator games with that. And also, some people program it for their second joystick for, you know, things like Smash TV. Or if you can consider that on modern games, it'll be your analog thumbstick, while your other joystick, player 1 or player 2, can be your D-pad. So you can get some really interesting configurations using your control panel. Because now you have an analog input next to a digital input, just like an Xbox controller. So that's probably the next thing on my list, is to dial that thing in and figure out the best use case for it. And we'll just go from there. I've got plenty of other ideas, starting with some pinball mods. I want to bring over some of the active experiences I have in my virtual pin over to my Megacade. So things like flashing the launch ball button after you credit up, or flashing the coins button when it needs coins, or force feedback. Like, I don't know if it's makes any sense to allow the Megacade to be nudged because it's such a beast, but you could turn up the sensitivity and you could give your Megacade a hip check, and then in the pinball game it would register that as a nudge, something like that. So some of the virtual pin cabinet features I had planned on bringing over to the Megacade. There we go. And then Q6 screws, if they're still in here. Q9, Q6. You know, on top of the games and things, which the beta team, oh my gosh, guys, slow down. I can't keep up with you. Every time I jump in the chat, Eli's got something brand new. He's like, guys, I just got this thing cooking. I'm like, oh, dude, slow down. What the hell's going on, Spectrum? This ain't no Scantron stream. Anyway, I got my hands full, so I can't deal with that, but I'll try to figure it out in a second. Sorry, guys. Where's that nut? I lost my nut. Chris Carson's up in the stream. Well, it is, isn't it, Chris? Isn't it technically an Ultra Megacade? right? Ultra Mega. What's the official name? I had it down, and then I went to spring training, and they gave me a lobotomy, and I don't remember. And Ryan, it truly is an internet outage. Are you guys like hitting the FTP that hard? Because the Spotify stream is dying at the same time the YouTube stream is dying. I haven't checked that, and honestly, I haven't been babysitting my home network situation as much as I probably should. So let's see what's going on. Maybe the Russians are here. Hi, Putin. Okay, let's see what we got. There's a screw. Oh, interesting. That's a little off. Unless, oh, I can push it up. Cool. It heard me. Yeah, right there. Can I lay this flat? Yeah, that'll help. Oh, so it's your fault, Ryan. Ultra Mega K, Chris. Thank you. So that is the official name. I'm going to have to figure out how to incorporate that into the design somehow. I might move this camera for you guys. You kind of can't see exactly what I'm doing. Let's stand up and do that. Close your eyes if you're seasick. Switch to the live feed. There we go. Get that a little up, a little more. There. All right, so we added the power supply. These instructions back here. And Ryan, I'm just kidding about the FTP. It should be fine. I should have more bandwidth than you can be able to take from me, if that makes any sense. But you never know. Something else could be going on. Could actually be a spectrum problem. Oh, that looks sweet, don't you think? So now, let's start electrically hooking this thing up. Let's see. Got this guy. The funny bone's connected to the warp coil. The warp coil's connected to the plasma conduit. What do we got here? Is this CPU? PCIe. Oh, can't confuse that. That's the old GPU power. Well, where's our CPU power? Ah, got that too. Maybe we'll sneak this up and over here. Oh, maybe even behind? Nope. No, I don't want to go through the handle. What would be clean looking? Maybe over here. This other connector on here. Oh, there we go. I like that better. I'm gonna have to get some sleeved cables for this thing. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I buy another trimmer? We're all throttled, Ryan. Actually, I'm gonna take a beverage. Crack them open if you got them. I wish we could have figured that out, but just wasn't to be. You know, the big old telecoms stuck it to us. There we go. That's not bad. What do you think, guys? You see that? Looking good. Oh, while I'm here, I should put the RGB fan on. Oh, it's not going to lay flat anymore. I messed up. We can see how good David did on the thermal paste application. Or whoever builds these for him. I doubt he builds the computers, but I could be wrong. If you guys are new to computer building, taking off a heatsink is like taking off a car tire. You want to do a cross pattern because they're tensioned down and you don't want to have more tension on one side over the other. So you just give all four corners a little bit of tweaking. And a cross pattern until you get it loose. Ooh. Hopefully the back plate doesn't fall off. I hate motherboards that don't have the back plate like secured somehow. Dang, that guy's really on there. You're still alive? Yeah. Oh. Oh, not bad. Very nice thermal paste application. Pretty good. Gonna need to go find some more stuff. Unless my new heatsink came with some. That's always a possibility. Instructions. Do that. Ooh, hey, thermal paste. You guys see that? There we go. Right there, front and center. Now I just need to figure out what's the Intel and what's the AMD bracket. Oh, they usually say. That is definitely not the right bracket, whatever that is. This is probably it. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Hardware. Little case badge. File that. Oh, there's the fan. Oh, and the heatsink is pre-attached. Oh, cool. I didn't know it had a secondary fan. That's cool. Interesting. So which way is this going to fit? Ooh, that's got a big... Oh, boy. We got lots of clearance issues on all sides. Maybe that way? Or this way? That'll be interesting. I think this is square. Go ahead and put these wingies on. Keep dropping screws. Hopefully I don't need them. Hey, Kaz, what's happening? There we go. Yeah, the heatsink does look a little... Oops, and I'm putting it on backwards. Oopsie. Oh, you guys can't see me working on this. There we go. Move this back a little bit. Sorry about that. So the goal is to get these things on here. Rocket launcher delivery, buddy? Been back over? What's that mean? Luke. Well, that makes way more sense with the screws that way. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we're putting the heatsink on the computer that's got the funny RGB fans, or RGB fan lights. Oh, the R&L delivery guy. No, I called corporate and I gave him a good review, but haven't heard from him since. I thought maybe he'd be interested in my old arcade after he saw it. Brian, the R&L delivery driver savior. If you guys are getting your Megacade delivered, ask for Brian. I don't know what his range is or how far he drives, but he goes above and beyond the call of duty. And the funny thing is, the weight restrictions on my road, they took the sign down today. So poor Brian didn't have to ride the pallet jack like a chariot. What are we thinking? This way? Oh boy. Don't tell me I'm going to have memory clearance issues on top of this. This heatsink is rough. Oh, that's right on the chokes too. Oh yeah, I think it fits that way. Yep. Yep, got the heatsink group right there. Okay, now we just need to figure out where's the rest of the hardware, because those standoffs don't reach. Unless the backplate's falling down. Yeah, a little, but not. How the heck is that supposed to work? Don't make me do it. Don't make me go in the manual. But I don't understand how these little guys get on these standoffs that are barely flush with the motherboard. Because these are threaded. Oh, do these just go through the back? Oh, I bet that's what it is. Oh, shit. Glad I had an open frame case. All right. Well, got to clean off the little bit of thermal paste that's on there. Where's the rubbing alcohol? Drink them if you got them. Oh, while we're here, that is an Intel i5-10400 non-K. Can't overclock this guy easily. Base frequency of 2.9 gigahertz. Ooh, that's a little low, Coog. We're going to have to jump that up a smidge. I think this motherboard's capable of overclocking, so we'll have to attack that when we're done. Also, guys, I think maybe Robert or somebody in the group posted about Windows Spectre Edition. I've been reading up more on that, and there's some merits to it. There was a couple YouTubers that did side-by-side FPS comparisons, and it wasn't, a landslide or anything, but they were getting 1%, 2%, 3% depending on what they were doing. But the major benefit was between the regular standard version of Windows with all the bloat and the crap and the telemetry versus the Spectre Edition, which turns all that stuff off, is your 1% lows were much, much better. So the overall system felt smoother. So we'll have to take a look at that. We either make our own Spectre version or start with that and then kind of tweak it, because we need to turn a few things back on to support the games that we have. Oh, you game on a projector, Kaz? That's cool. Where's my thermal paste? Okay. I used to have a projector in my old house, and I was going to put one in this one, but I just never bothered. Kids happened, and then, no, that goes. Always save your thermal paste, guys. You never know when you got to reapply. You might have to do that tonight if we get this wrong on the first try. So yeah, see that this is what I was talking about. The back plate just comes off. And the way this heatsink works is these screws just go through the back. So I've got to like hold this thing in place. While I do this, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to do it vertical. Got to take off the warning. Ooh. Shiny. I think this was the way it fit. Holes. Start with this one. Got a couple threads on there. We'll go to the corner. The problem is I can't see a darn thing. There we go. That feels better. At least there's something there. I don't know if I'm biting or not. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Yep. Let's get a few more turns on this top one. What I like to do with heat sinks like this is kind of tighten up, just kind of hand tighten the cross one so it's not moving around, and then do the other two screws so it holds on. My stream staying stable? Looks like it. See, now when you put the other ones in, it's going to get them started. And there we go. Nice. Now we can go back to our cross pattern. So I'll tighten up the new ones and then go tighten up the originals. How's the audio, guys? Because my furnace just went off. Did you hear that at all? With the noise filter? I'm trying out my new lav microphone for the first time tonight. Oh yeah, it's just starting to bottom out. That's nice. Not too much tension. You never want to wrench on the screws on the heatsink. You just want them tight. Finger tight. Larson. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Ryan. That's awesome. Cool. So maybe even the wife and kids could be yelling at me and you guys wouldn't hear. All right, let's turn her over so you guys can see what I did. There's that back plate. I'll save that for later. Actually, we can... So there's the new fan. This lights up RGB, and I think I'm going to have to try to find a fan for the video card. Oh, I had some other ideas where I could put some LEDs around behind the fan shroud, and that might look cool. But so I don't lose this back plate, I think I'm going to connect it to the old heatsink, just in case we need to go back. There. So now we got the old back plate on the old heatsink, and we'll lose them both, or find them both. Cause I've never delidded my own processor. I'm too chicken for the new thermal cement that they put on there, because I've seen far too many people do the delid process and the core of the CPU pops off with it. So I'm way too chicken, because I'm usually, if I was going to do that, I would do it on my main gaming rig, and the CPUs that I put in my main gaming rig are very expensive. So too chicken, but maybe someday. Okay, we need to figure out where these plugs go. Got addressable RGB here. Oh, I see what they did. They gave me a fan combiner, actually. But I think this motherboard has more than one fan header, so we can just do that. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got fan headers for days. So I'm going to undo this fan unsplitter. And then, here, we'll start with this wire. Well, can you guys see this? I'm going to teach you some wire management skills. I like to tuck it underneath the heatsink behind the memory because there's not a ton of heat happening right here. And the more you can keep your wires out of the way, the better. That's labeled system fan. And then just make sure one of the fan headers you plug into is CPU fan, because some motherboards act super goofy if they don't detect RPMs on a CPU fan. So this middle one says pump, and this top one says CPU fan. So we'll make sure we put this one on a CPU fan header. Tuck this behind there. And use an Allen wrench to tuck this wire under there. There we go. There. No wires. D. Thomas, what's happening? Dude, if you got a 3060, man, I'll buy it. I told somebody in the comments on my last video that lives near Micro Center, they said they waltzed in there and there was video cards for days. I said, if they got a 3060 Ti or a 3090, I will happily pay them a finder's fee. Where's my addressable? There we go, J Rainbow. So another thing, if you guys are new to PC building, this is a addressable RGB header, and you know that because it only has 3 pins. This one is power. I know that because there's an arrow. So it goes power, data, usually, and ground. You guessing to how usually things are. So you've got power, data, ground, and then the data pin just tells the RGBs what color to be. If you've got old school analog RGB, you actually have 4 of these, which is power, red, green, blue. And then you're grounding each of the different colors to make them happen. That's how that works. So let's plug this in and see if we can hide these wires. I got this ready. Oh, that's tight. What's the deal, man? Oh, there we go. All right, now where are we going to hide this one? Maybe back behind the RAM again? Gonna floss it back there. Oh my God, Ryan, are you serious? That's insane. No one should have to sleep in a tent to get a graphics card. This dude said he waltzed right in there and they were just waiting for him. Like, what Micro Center is that? Where are you in the country? Because a plane ticket there and back might be cheaper than paying eBay prices right now. All right. There we go. I mean, are you sure it wasn't like a spontaneous homeless camp or something? Because that's almost less depressing. Slightly. Kidding. I'm kidding. First world problems. All right, that's that fan header thing. What do we got here? We got power for our drives, which is another thing. I got to figure out where we're going to mount our drives. How does this thing suggest we mount some hard drives? I'm glad you found that funny because that was a dangerous joke on a live stream. Okay, hard drives. We need a Q2 screw and a Q2 nut on a P3 L bracket? Where are them at? And where are you supposed to put the hard drive? Oh, they want you to mount them like vertically? How many of these we got? Because I need to, I don't know if this will be a permanent situation because I'm going to need to take my drives in and out. Oh, that's what these are. 2080 Ti gaming tree. That's a nice card, man. And I got lucky too. For my primary gaming rig, I picked up a 3080 right when they launched. I got on the wait list for B&H, and it took them 6 weeks to send it to me, and I thought that was like a bum deal. And then after that, they were never to be heard or seen from again. So yeah, I got lucky. Yeah, Ryan, like I said, so I think these pair of particular drives will be the primaries, and then I'm going to have a second pair as a backup, and that second pair will be mounted much more conveniently for removal and swapping. That's my idea. I don't know if I'm sticking to it. Also, during the downtime I had today, the small amount of downtime I had, I was cruising Thingiverse, the 3D printing library, and there's a lot of guys that have like a 6 or a 7 or 8 or even smaller numbers, like 4 drive cage arrays that you can 3D print and then duct tape to the back of this in various ways. So I was thinking about that too. Because I don't know. Let me go get the drives and I'll be right back. Well, actually, I can take you with me because you can still hear me. This is crazy. I love this. Now I have to do like, I could do like house tours or like arcade tours or office tours. You just come with me around the house. Oh, we'll test it, guys. We're testing the transmitter range. I'm exiting the room. Let's tell me if it breaks up before I get back. Where did I put the? Oh, there's the development box. All right, let's take these drives out. It shouldn't take too long. Screwless, you know, that whole thing. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. All right, on my way back. All right, now I'm back in the room. You guys tell me if you thought you heard an audio drop while I was over there, because this thing's supposed to work for like 100 feet, I think it said. All right, so we got our drives and these little weird cage thingies that I got to take off. Now, put that up there. No audio drops, guys. Maybe you didn't notice too, because I was talking the whole time. All right, I'm thinking maybe one on each side like that. Yeah, that'll fill in some space too. That might look cool. So what's supposed to go on the drive? A Q3. Q3, here we go. Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, Ryan. I'm geeking out more about this damn lav mic than I am my arcade right now. All right. Screwdriver. No screwdriver? There it is. So ports up or down? That's the question. I think down. Especially if these aren't moving. Yeah, Ryan, you notice these are 2 8s. These are not the single 16. The 16 will be the, yeah, I agree. We'll see. I like this. Like I said, this is not going to be final configuration, but for now configuration. How about that? Oop. Don't drop the hard drive. go. And I put it on the wrong side. Oh, no, I didn't. Down. Yeah, that's going to look sweet. And I can put the other one on the other side. Yep, yep. And then what's the nut that goes in? Q2 nut. Oh, these are a little different. They're like diagonal. Weird. All right, let's do the other one. These are just going to fall, so I'm going to have to turn this thing on its back again. Maybe. Oh, is that why they're weirdly angled? They're going to, like, tighten up? I want to squish the graphics card. Get this nut up here. How do I feel like that's breaking stuff? Oh yeah, it did. Put too much tension on that thing. Oh, I popped the screws out. I must have been using the wrong screws for that. We're gonna have to fix that. Let's take the graphics card off for now. Good to find these things out now and not later when it's in the case. There we go. No more GPU. Okay, that'll make things easier for now anyway. If I get this finished tonight, guys, I don't think I'll have time tonight. Yeah, it's already 11. But tomorrow, I should have time to show you the new wheel I've been working on for 1.1. And I know the guys already know what it is, but you guys don't. And I will show that off, hopefully. Oh, weird. They pull. So you don't have to line up the nuts because it pulled out. How's that supposed to work? Oh. No, it still didn't work. How's that supposed to work? Use screws into aluminum rod. So you have to like give it tension because it pulled straight through the aluminum channel and it didn't stay. Uh-oh. Not moving around enough. Yeah, cause I do the same thing. I'm going to switch to the other nuts. I don't like that. There we go. Will these fit? Yep, those work. Let's do that. Got enough of them. That's the kind of the fun part about this case is got instructions, and you can do what they tell you to do, or you can just do your own thing. Because it's DIY. There we go. Get these cables out of the way. There. I like that better. Much gooder. I have to go get a real screwdriver. Oh no, that feels good. Let's see. Hopefully these don't chatter too much. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. There we go. What do we think? Looking good. Put the other drive over here. Get these cables managed. Just like a little zip tie right there. Might look presentable. All right, let's do the other drive. So this way, on this side, this. See from the front. All right. Oh. So you can see the hard drive peeking through, and now we've got the power supply in the back. Oh, that's loose. We gotta, oh, no, that pin's in there. I just got to tighten that up. Oh, this thing's getting heavy. Put that power supply on there in that hard drive. It's getting interesting. We got to put the GPU back on there now, too. There we go. All right. Any SpaceX or rocket fans in the audience? You can catch the SN11 flight this morning. Well, I guess as much as we could see because of the fog. But we had a RUD. We had a rapid, unplanned disassembly. It was a bummer. It's not a cool way to start the day. Because they did it bright and early, too. It was like 8 a.m. Central Time or something like that. Cause, you a big SpaceX fan? Are you going? Are you? I always like to ask people, Elon Musk, superhero or supervillain? Oh, I think I just found a flaw in my design. I'm gonna have to raise that up to like here. Yeah, we're gonna do that because I like that better. The hard drive, there's not enough clearance above the power supply to get the cables in. It's gonna be super annoying. Actually, I might plug them in to this thing right now just to save some time. Are these straight connectors? Yes. Let's see if there's enough clearance. And then we'll do, yeah, this one. Tuck that down there like that. And we'll see if we can slide this sucker in. You think he's a bit of both? I like that. It's a good answer. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's no problem. We'll just raise the other one up a little bit to make it match. There we go. After I wrenched on these so hard. There we go. All right. Check that out. Coming together. I just got to get this GPU back in here. I didn't really like how it was sitting anyway. Now we got this SATA cable. Tuck this behind the power supply. Oh. And we'll probably route this back around here. And then get this guy back in there. All right. What kind of screws do I need? Because those are obviously not the right ones if they pulled out that easy. There we go. Oh, I think I only had 2 of them in there too. Maybe that's what it was. That one. End up like Elysium? Yeah, you're probably right. Rich will be off on Alpha Centauri and we'll be stuck here with the polluted whatever. I wish there was a way to tie in this corner into here. I'm going to have to figure out if I can build or 3D print something to tie this in. I don't like how this wobbles around. Oh, it looks like I can add some more screws, actually. We'll do that. Jim Musk is a superhero. Seems to be on his best behavior recently. He's not pumping and dumping crypto like he was a month ago. Probably got an SEC guy up his butt. You know, those government types. There you go. This looks more correct. Musk in charge of robots is probably scarier than the control he already has now. Oh, that graphics card needs another screw in the top. Oh, I'm in love with this handle. Just moving this thing around right now is what making it awesome. Ryan, there is, when you make your head financial guy the master of coin and then make a $1.5 billion investment into Bitcoin, you do, because you're publicly traded, Wait, was Tesla, right? That he made the invest. Yeah, Tesla was the company he used to do that. There's a tiny bit of accountability there because of the amount of money invested, and then also the board and the shareholders have a voice on that stuff too. So he's got to be careful a little bit. But for the average bear, you're right. There is no oversight. Okay. It's coming together now. Oh, we got to get power to this other drive. Yeah, these drives are never coming off. It's annoying to deal with them. There we go. Just use the 16 because it's a single drive to move files around. Much more convenient. There we go. Power and data on both of them. What am I crunching? Oh, screws. And I was going to put another screw in the graphics card. Yeah, the DARPA robots kind of scare me. I'm going to go get a real screwdriver because that's not long enough. Where's Larson? I've given him like 10 layups tonight. He's been here for none of them. There we go. Much better. Jamie, you were the guy that where are you that Micro Center has graphics cards in stock where you just waltz in there? Oh, a 1650. Did they have any 3000 series? Because I will pay you a finder's fee. I'm not kidding. We will trade information. If they have a 3060 Ti or a 3090, I'm your guy. There we go. Oh, that's starting to look pretty sick. If you say so myself. What do you guys think? A little dusty right there. Got to power this thing up. Give her a test fire. Speaking of which, we need a power cable. So I think I am going to mount this thing on there. I'm going to have to splice it to work with David's situation. I think. Let me think about this. Or I'd have, for now, I could just reach in and turn it on. I'm just going to do that because I don't feel like wiring it up tonight. I'll just install this so we can get her turned on. And then that'll turn on the whole arcade. I'll just have to reach in and do it. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I unplugged it when I moved it. Cable's sitting right here, though, so no big deal. Good call. Anything else that I missed? It's been a long day. But this is how I also unwind. And then I left. This is the pigtail for the arcade. So we're sitting pretty with our cable management back here. I might put a temporary Velcro wrap on this back here. There we go. Here, I'll turn around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just gonna try to bind this stuff up. Temporarily until I do my final wiring in the arcade. There. Why is this so loose? This cable needs to go on the top temporarily because I keep squishing it. There. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, because there's no pin in there. That's why. Jeez, I was wondering. I think I must have just temporarily fastened this and didn't put the other pin in. Andy, the thermals are much better on an open frame case just because you've got one less thing to cook up and deal with the thermals, because you go from having an air mass of just what's inside your case to exchange heat with to the entire air mass that's inside your arcade. Now, physics will tell you you're still going to eventually hit your thermal delta, TJ max, but it'll take much longer to get there. So basically, if you exhaust your arcade, you not only have much longer headroom for a cooler air environment to cool your PC components, but it's much easier to cool a larger air environment with a couple slow fans that don't make any noise than it is to cool a tiny little shoebox with a bunch of noisy little fans. So it's more of an acoustics thing at the end of the day. But yeah, Ryan, well, you saw part of the video. I vacuumed out my system, but yeah, dust is still going to be an issue. You're going to end up having to make sure your fans are good. Oh, that's much more solid. Let's see if I did the same thing on the other side. Yep, I did. And that one is way more annoying to get to. I done goofed again. But at least I don't have to cut my arcade in half this time. Never thought I'd need an Allen wrench set, but now I kind of want one. Ow. Well, hopefully I don't pull a Scantron and get sawdust in my RAM slot. Where was Scan? He was on the stream earlier. We were going to do an evil laugh for him. There we go. Much better access to that. Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. I wish our Allen wrench heads a thing. Maybe I can find one that fits this. I didn't even think about that. Good call, Ryan. There's got to be one in here. This is a tiny ass little Allen. Nope. You the man. Got one. Now, if I just didn't cross-thread the shit out of this, we'd be in big business. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nope, never mind. Still cross-threaded. Whoa. Throwing shit. Damn. Really? You're killing me, Smalls. Do I have another? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's the right one. I just need an extension. Hold on a second, guys. Never thought I'd need this many tools to work on a computer. Think this thing is metric or standard? Ooh, really? Standard? Wow. Oh, I just tore it out. Why is this not going in? Damn. Well, I'll have to deal with that later. I can need a new connector. Okay. What else? Oh, power button. That's what I was going to do. Where should I put the power button? Probably over here. And what were we supposed to use for the power button? Q7 and Q8s. Q4, Q11, Q7. Now I need my little white gloves because I'm going to have to delid this thing. Oh man, they didn't make it easy. They must have laser cut this thing. There we go. There we go. Got one side done. Ow. Man, make this easy to come off. Oh, cool. It's like ridged. Larson, it's ridged. And also super annoying because the ridges of their own paper. There we go. Check that out, guys. That looks sweet. Now, where'd that power button go? Oh, here we go. Let's thread this through. Man, how do things tie their own knots? Amazing. There should be a study of things that tie their own knots. And why do you need 600 feet of power cord button? Guess it's better than too short. All right. Oh, we got to make sure this is upright, otherwise it'll look funny. Ah, there we go. Oops. There. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Plug this in. Use the real screwdriver since we're right here. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but we kind of got this like 90s Enya porn situation going on. No, Ryan, this is a temporary power button. I will hotwire this into the rest of the Megacade power systems at a later time. Because with all the accessories I plan on running, I need to create basically 12 volt and 5 volt bus bars. I don't know if I have them handy. No, might just have to use your imagination. Oh, here, these things. So I'm going to use these. So every single screw on here will be a positive 5 volts, and I'll have another one that's a positive 12 volts, and then I'll have yet another 2 probably more of these, or just a third one for grounds, because you can double up on grounds pretty easily and not worry about it. So I will use those for bus bars for all the accessories, because the lighting alone is going to be like 30 connections of both 5 and 12 volts. Oh, that looks pretty sweet. Check that out. Let's route these wires, interestingly. Come around the front. And if I remember right, the front panel header was down here. Oh, don't make me get the manual, boys. Really? It's not labeled? Okay. Jamie, I was a little bit of a different scenario because I was doing some work for David. So I got to jump the line a little bit. It still did take quite a while. I want to say he and I started working together around June, July-ish, informally, and then formally shortly thereafter. So, and then all the way to mid-March. So that was quite a while. If you guys excuse me, I'm going to have to look up this motherboard, which is an MSI MPG B460i, if I remember correctly. Look up that header. Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. That sounds right. Oh, show me. No, that's not what I want. Menu? Why does it say menu, but you can't click on anything? Game and style, blah, 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 blah. How about specs? Yes, son of a... MSI, I did like you, but now your mobile version of your website's starting to piss me off. Really? Good call, Ryan. But yes, it is. It's totally flush. There we go. Manual. Download. Not the Asian version, you son of a... Where's the English version? There we go. I'm not up on my Mandarin yet. Okay. Headers. Is that the right header? I mean, it's not the right header. Where the hell is the header on this thing? JTMP1? No. Where is it? JFP1. Oh shit, where the hell is that? USB. Oh my god, you guys won't believe where this header is. The header is, I can't even point to it. It's right there. Jerks. There's no way I'm getting in there. Well, maybe with tweezers. No. Take the graphics card out again. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. After I wrenched on this thing like no other. What am I looking for? I'm looking for graphics cards. Oh, I'm looking for the motherboard header to plug in the power button, because then we're done. We're going to go test it. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Good thing I have a pretty simple GPU situation. You're going to have to remind me to plug in the 6-pin again. Does this thing have a release? Oh, it does. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. Oh, it's still kind of shitty. JFP1. Where am I looking here? Reset switch and hard drive LED are on the bottom. Power LED positive towards me. Oh, and it's a separate... Oh, so much fun tonight. Red is positive. All right, we got the power in. Now we just need the switch part. And that don't matter. The positive and negative, that is. Pins matter, but plus or minus don't. There we go. Bob's your uncle. All right, let's put that graphics card back in. See, Ryan, that wasn't so hard. Yep, gotta use the iFixit tweezers. Got a click. Get my phone out of here before I scratch the shit out of that. Where are them screws at? There we go. What's going on here? Oops. What are you saying, Ryan? I got little girly hands? There we go. All right. Let's get a power cable and test fire this thing up. Hopefully we have no bang bang explosions. Or it might make for an interesting live stream. Okay, what do we want to see? I guess I got to show you the power button. And then I'll flip it around. Can you guys see this? Oh, 6-pin. Ryan! Thank you. Oh, you did. Okay. So that's the button. And yeah, it should be on. Oh, it lights up red. It matches the case. And look at the RGB-ness. So much RGB-ness. Oh, I can feel the hard drives pumping up. That's awesome. Nice. Okay, while we're admiring that, let's toss in the Wi-Fi antenna. So we have some internets when we throw it back in the Megacade. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, Ryan and Luke. I think it looks sweet. Now I just need to add some RGB to that guy. But that'll be easy. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. The whole unit. You pick it up and go. You plug this into the Megacade. I like it. Angled so you guys can see. Pretty cool. And then this RGB fan should be motherboard controlled, so you can do it for your software. Oh, it's good to see no spinning up with no burning cap smells. Yeah. No, it smells good. I like it. And then we've got the power button. And we've got drives on the back. That turned out nice. Oh, Ryan, you don't think it's posting? I am on my laptop streaming this. Maybe I'll do... Why don't I... Yeah, I'll plug it into the Megacade and then do a quick stream from my phone so you guys can see it. I don't want to leave you hanging. Is that fair? Maybe end this one and then give me 5 minutes and I'll start another live stream because I can't bring my camera, unfortunately, with me into the other room when I plug this in. But yeah, why don't we do that? So guys, if you got any last minute questions real quick about this build, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna go plug it into the Megacade and get it going, and then I'll do another quick live stream just because I want you guys to see the finished product. But it'll only be a couple minutes, and I'll answer some questions there too if you guys think of something. So you take a sip while you guys think about that, and then I'll end the stream and we'll go do that. Okay, no other questions. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes, hopefully. I'm going to end this, and then I'll pick you guys up from my phone. Don't drop it. See you in a second, guys. Thanks for watching.